Hello, Strongline, and welcome to your 15-minute quick HIIT workout. I am Coach Melissa, and I'm back after having another kid with these quick HIITs, and I'm so excited to share this really simple but workout that packs a big punch. And so if you are on a time crunch and you only have 15 minutes to get it done, perhaps it's on a lunch break or in between dropping off kids, then this is the perfect option for you. So we're gonna spend a couple minutes warming up. We're gonna hit this workout, which is only 12 minutes, 3 rounds, 4 movements. We're going for time. And then we'll cool it down with some breath and a quick little stretch, and you'll be on your way. Done with your workout for the day. How about that? So all you need for today is a pair of dumbbells that you can press over your head, and that's it. Your water bottle, a positive attitude, and we are going to get started. So 15 minutes starts right now. Here we go. Let's march in place. And as we march in place, be mindful if you're leaning back, you're leaning too far forward. Keep your shoulders over your hips, hips over heels. And then we'll take it into butt kicks. So pulling heel back. I like to take it slow. You know, you can do all of these movements quick, running it out, but let's be a little bit more mindful. We spend our whole lives hustling, chasing. Let's just slow it down in a way here. And then we'll take it into some lateral lunges. Set your feet up wide. And then we'll push our hips back, stack the knee right over the toes and to the other side, keeping both heels down the whole time. And then let's look at your torso. If as you're lunging, you're turning, get your shoulders square. Hips and shoulders facing forward. Just a couple more here. Let's do 2 more. These feel really nice on those inner outer thighs. And then we'll come up into the hinge. We practice our good mornings. Soften the knees, push your butt back, and then stand up. Keep your head, shoulders, and hips in alignment. So we're not doing one of these, and we're not leaning over like this. Feel it in your body. Pushing your hips back. And then let's come up, arm circles. So we're 15 seconds away from starting this workout. We start with air squats. We go into push press, reverse lunge with a curl, and go backwards here. And then end in plank leg lifts. All right, we go into air squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Feet shoulder width distance apart, hips go back, knees stack right over your feet. So if you're having trouble keeping your big toe down here, try opening up your feet like a half of an inch. Just moving a little bit at a time. Hips push back. I like to bring my arms forward. So how long are we doing each of these movements? Let's go for 50 seconds today. Sometimes it's 45, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's a whole minute. Today we're going to go for 50 seconds. I'm keeping the movements fairly simple. 10 seconds of rest in between to help you transition. We have 5 seconds left here. Hips push back, chest stays lifted, and rest. Shake out your legs, grab your dumbbells. Next we have the push press. This involves a dip, hip extension, and a press. Feet right underneath your hips. You're going to dip, drive, press. Dip, drive, press. If you've never done this movement before, think less. How would you get something super heavy onto a high shelf? You would use a little bit of leverage in your legs. Dip, drive, press. When you dip, shoulders stay right over hips and hips right over heels. Think like a Oompa Loompa. Straight down, hips open, straight up. Palms face one another. There is a space for this, there is a space for this, but right now, palms face one another. Shoulder in a neutral position and rest. Next is our reverse lunge into a curl. We're going to do alternating lunges and keep both of our weights. Ready? Let's go. So you'll step back with one leg, curl at the bottom so everything is bending, then everything is lengthening at the top. Curl at the bottom, everything resets at the top. From the side, curling at the bottom, everything lengthens at the top. Back knee can touch the ground behind you or not. Go with your mobility. If you notice your lower back arching when you lunge like this, then I want you to lean forward slightly into your curl, okay? So leaning forward slightly to keep your spine neutral. And rest. All right, this first round is really getting those movements in. 5 seconds, we go to plank leg lifts. Put your weights down, meet me in a plank, shoulders over wrists, and then you're gonna lift one leg, and then you're gonna lift the other leg. And your goal is to not let your hips sway side to side. So when you lift your leg, you're pushing down into your other foot and both of your hands. Breathe. If you start to make this position, this like, I don't know what it is, really wide downward dog, just scoot yourself forward, hinge forward, and get back to the shoulders over hands. We have about 10 seconds left. Lift your leg, straight up, other leg. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll come back up to our feet. We're going into air squats. Set up your feet, just shoulder width distance apart, and let's move. Hips back. We're in round 2, so now you can pick up the pace. All of these movements are gonna feel familiar, because you've done them before. You've got that muscle memory. And now we can focus on what it takes to help us move a little bit quicker. So, inner outer thighs. Think about those kicking on and pulling you down into the squat. Instead of waiting for gravity to do it, pulling yourself back and down. Pushing through your feet to stand. So it's a pull, push. Pull, push. And if you stay engaged the whole time, you can move a little bit quicker. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, next is our push press. You need your dumbbells. Feet right underneath hips. Weights at shoulders, palms faced in. Let's go. Dip, drive, press. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Remember in that dip, straight down and up. It's not forward and backward. This is not it. All right, that'll make it feel harder. Straight down and up. Those weights want to move in a straight line, and keeping them moving in a straight line will make them feel lighter. Down and up. About 10 more seconds left. Elbows forward. Weights parallel to the floor. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep the weights in your hands. We have reverse lunge to curl next. All right, so set yourself up, weights by your sides, and let's go. You lunge back, curling at the bottom, resetting at the top. Curling at the bottom. And if you feel it in your lower back, take a slight lean forward. And that doesn't mean hunch over. It means shift your whole body forward so you're in alignment with your back leg. Stepping straight back. Feet in separate tracks helps you to balance. If you do this like runway model thing, it's gonna be really hard to balance and you're doing a curtsy squat. So, stepping straight back. Each leg has its own track that it stays in. And rest. All right, made it to those plank leg lifts again. 50 seconds here. Let's make our way down into a plank, and let's go. Steady hips. If you start to get sloppy, drop to your knees, reset your plank, and go again. Push down into your hands. Your arms aren't just there to act as a shell, they're actually pushing you away, and the act of pushing away helps your upper core engage. Push into the foot that stays on the ground, helps your transverse abdominis and oblique to engage. We're just helping our body do what it needs to do to stay steady. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Final round. This is when you push yourself a little bit. How about we grab a weight for these squats? Hold it at your chest for all the squats now. Let's go. So keep that weight close to your body and elbows push away. So now we've gone from an air squat, which is unweighted, to a goblet squat, which is weighted. And that weight is on the front of our body, so we feel our core kick on just a little bit more to help balance that weight. Still sit back. You almost have like a counterbalance for your big glute muscles. So sit them back further to keep your knees stacked right over your feet. Big toe stays down. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, grab the other weight. Push press is next. Feet underneath your hips. Weights to your shoulders, palms face in, let's go. Dip, drive, press. Breathe. Notice any nuances. So pulling those weights down instead of letting gravity, just pull them down wherever they go. Pull them down back into that starting position where that weight sits back on your shoulder, is parallel with the ground, and elbows forward. Dip, drive, press. Dip, drive, press. Just keep repeating it. How can you get through that middle portion a little bit faster to transfer that energy? I'm feeling it too. 3, 2, 1. All right, one more movement with these weights. We have the reverse lunge to curl. Ready? Let's go. Step back, curling at the bottom, standing up to reset. And so you can get into a rhythm where there's really no stopping. There's no pausing. Or if you need to slow it down, get the lunge in, curl at the bottom, stand up. Take what you need here. This is your workout. Find your pace where you don't lose form. Push through the back half of your front foot. It always feels like a tongue twister, especially towards the end of the workout. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. One last movement. We have these plank leg lifts. You guys ready? Let's make our way down. We go in 2, 1. Lifting one leg and then the other. And so I challenge you here. If you're breathing heavy, if this feels difficult, spin your hands into the ground and hold your plank if you need to. Just hold your plank. Shoulders away from ears. Staying stationary if your hips start to sag. Lift your butt up in line with your shoulders. Maybe take a step, or a lift rather, every couple seconds. Or just stay stationary. We have about 12 seconds left. You got it. Right here with you. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, drop your knees down. Untuck your toes, sit back, child's pose. Stretch out your chest, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles. If you tuck and pull your chin back into your neck, you stretch out the upper part of your spine. And then pull yourself through. Bring your right leg forward. Drop your back knee down. Spider-Man lunge. Take deep breaths here. Inhale. Lengthen through the top of your head. Exhale. Settle in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's switch sides. Drop that back knee down. First, find that position. Try to let go. And breathe. Inhale, lengthen out the crown of your head to here. And then exhale. Feel your hip relax. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Step your foot back. Thank you so much for joining me for these 15 minutes of quick HIIT. I had so much fun. Hopefully you feel a little bit more energized now, and maybe a little bit sweaty. But I'll see you guys next time. There are so many more of these 15-minute quick HIITs in the Strongline library, so check them out. You get to see me in all phases of pregnancy, which is really fun. And I'll see you guys next time. Not pregnant.